Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us on Miriampearl's Housing Tours and Tips. I'm Miriampearl. My friends call me Mary, and this is Convenes with Nature. We are here at the Ald Velothi Harbor House, located right here in Vardenfell. It's next to this way shrine here in camp, and it's right north of Nessus. So if you're looking for a house in Morrowind, up north with good location, this is a great option. And you can only own this house if you own the Morrowind DLC and get that achievement, but you can buy it for gold. If you can't do that and you don't own the DLC, ask a friend about visiting their house because this is a really beautiful place. So we're just going to get right into it. Convenes with Nature lives here with her vampire friends, and I have built a dark Wonderland garden here. So we're going to look at this first piece here, which is a fixed piece into the house. I like to use fixed pieces into the house into my design to make it look like it belongs there and it's more natural. This piece makes a perfect umbrella, or you can make it a street lamp, whatever you'd like. But I built the deck around it and put some lamps on it. And I love the melted look to it. It's a great piece. And I chose to put Telvanni furniture out on my deck. We have several Telvanni pieces, the sofa, the end table, the throne. Telvanni gives a nice natural and outdoors woodsy feel to your environment, and it's pretty affordable and reasonable to get a hold of. The blueprints still run a little high, but you can also earn those in the master bit furniture. It's a little bit of a grab bag when you get those Halu and different blueprints, but you do have a chance at getting the Telvanni, which is where I've gotten a lot of my blueprints. I also here, if you've noticed, used ivy as the grass kind of tool. I am on a PlayStation 4, so I don't have the option to have like a mod tool to create grass or water. So I've substituted it by using ivy. I think it gives it a nice natural look, a little bit more overgrown, but that's okay because that's the kind of look that we're going for here. If we look over here, we have this really nice dungeon here and dock with a fishing boat. I really like that they give us fixed scenery. And when I say fixed scenery, I mean you can't see the action that's happening outside your house right now. If there's a monster out there, someone fighting, someone fishing, you're not going to see them right now. But if you go outside the house, you can go and see the same scene and then all the action with it. It's very nice because so many games just give you kind of a plain icky background, and we still get this animation with this one. So it gives it a real realistic feel that you live here. And here we see a really big and nice mushroom. And I like mushrooms because you can use them for beds, fountains, all kinds of stuff. So you can get really creative with these mushrooms. I just used them throughout this garden. I haven't done a lot of creativity with the mushrooms at this point at this house, but a lot of these mushrooms did come with the Morrowind houses. So if you're looking for those kind of furnishings, these houses will get those for you. We have a color spray right here of flowers. This is an item that came in the DeBella's Crown Furnishing Pack. You can still get them separately in the Crown store, and I really love the pop of color it gives you, and they're just a really nice accent piece to put against a wall, on the ceiling, floor, so crawling up a statue, whatever you like. Different kinds of mushrooms here. As I said, I believe these came with the house. And as you can see, it is raining here, so if you choose to buy one of these Vardenfell houses, you are going to experience rain about 80% of the time. It's a very wet and swampy area. We have a fabricant bushes that come from the clockwork. I did make these as well. The blueprints are very attainable in the clockwork area. You can also get them in guild stores, and a lot of people like to make these conservatory pieces and put them up for sale, so they're pretty easy to get a hold of. And I think they add that nice shimmer and glitter to your gardens during the day that you can't get from those glow pieces as much as you do at night from them. And here we come up on this butterfly bush here. Now I really love these bushes. If you go to any main city and you go to the clother, the blacksmith, the woodworker, you're going to find different pieces that you can get from hitting the skill line to 50 of that particular crafting skill. So this came from clothing. It was only about 10,000 gold. And it's just a great deal. You get a whole bush full of butterflies. And who doesn't love butterflies? They're beautiful, so many different colors. And just a great animation piece to put in your garden. You can put as many of those as you want and just had swarms of butterflies everywhere. I encourage it. So here we have Puck here, enjoying his little torchbug friend. And the butterflies. He's very comfortable. We have this beautiful enchanted illusionary text tree. It comes from the Somerset Achievement Furnishing. It does run around 100,000, I believe. So if you're looking to use this in your house, I suggest saving up, especially if you want more than one. They are pricey, but it's a very unique piece of furniture. I've not seen one too much like it in the game. And he's just wonderful. We also have this well behind here. I believe this one came with the house. You can get so many different wells from so many different areas. I believe that they have one for almost every race now. Not quite, but almost. And they have a lot of different ones in the Crown Store that you can't get anywhere else if you're willing to spend that extra piece of money. We also have glow bushes here and these wedding blossoms. We're going to see more of those throughout the house. I really like using those. They do come from the luxury furnishing. If you've not been to the luxury furnishing, it is located in Cold Harbor. They change the furnishings every weekend. It is only available on the weekends, and it rotates every weekend, and you're going to get something different. So they've been adding a new piece. It's been going on. Furnishing's been in the game for a little while now. I've been decorating houses since day one that we could do it, and they add on from the previous year, so they'll have previous pieces if you're wanting some of these pieces that you're seeing in this house. And these wedding blossoms, as I said, they're just a great lighting piece. I would like to see them in different colors, maybe purple, pink, yellow, green, anything, but if you have to make them natural colors, I understand. I just think they're a fantastic piece and would like to see more of them. And something I would like to show you here for newer players that haven't decorated a lot, you can only take things so far up to the entrance of your house. So if you look here, when I pick this up, it is red, and I can't really do anything with it and place it back down. So I'm just going to cancel so it places back down. But if you look on the other side here, I've pulled the ivy all the way up to the door. So I did test this, but you do want to test when you put ivy or flowers, anything really close to your entrances. Make sure you can go in and out before you have guests over. They can get stuck, it can glitch. I've had it happen on houses where you couldn't go in and out, and so you want to make sure that works out for you. Look over here, these are bat blooms, little flowers with whiskers. So I love these flowers. They are very expensive. I believe they came in the luxury furnishing. You can purchase them in the Crown Store if you choose to do so. We also have this great piece of coral down here. I don't usually like to use coral in these kind of gardens, but it was a glow piece and I think it fit really nicely because this is a great piece that showcases nice in the day, but it's even better at night. And it's an achievement piece from Somerset as well. And I encourage you to get achievement pieces for your house because it shows your friends how accomplished you are, and you can really show off what you've done in the game. And it's a great icebreaker for conversation as well. So come back down here. We have these voidstone flowers. These are really hard to see at night, so if you want to showcase them at night, make sure you have a piece of lighting by them. I just really like them for that dark blue color. They look great in the game. I believe they are from Luxury Furnishing. They can run a little pricey, Be aware. Oh, we have Oberon over here. He's my little shroom guy. I love the non-combat pets, and I wish we could put so many more in the house. I want to make a zoo, so please let us put more. We go up here, more glow bushes, these more lighting pieces. Oh, we have this cabbage niche. I almost forgot about this plant. This is a cabbage niche right here, patch. I don't know if that's a play on Cabbage Patch, but that's what it always reminds me of every time I see it. So we're going to go over here. Rosie and Squishy are hanging out by this other coral piece here. More non-combat pets. You can place non-combat pets, your mounts, but you can only place so many. So be aware, if you check, I'll just turn on my housing editor for just a moment. You can see how many pieces are in your house. Oh, I have one more spot left. But and see what furnishings you can put in. So this is a Vardenfell glow stalk. You also have your Cold Harbor ones. The Vardenfell have a peach orangey look. And then these Cold Harbor ones over here have a blue. They come from farming in these areas, and you can get them from clothing more than likely, but I've got them from everything from woodworking to blacksmithing. And so it's a nice lighting piece for your house. You cannot turn them on and off. They are considered a conservatory piece, so a plant basically, but they just really light up so well. So I encourage you to go out and farm for those. This is another color spray of flowers from the Debella pack. As I said, those are available in your Crown store. You do have these awesome dudes right here. Now these are the saplings that come with this Briarheart replica tree over here. And these are very detailed, and if you've not done the quest line that this goes with, I do encourage you to do that. It is a really fun and dark quest line. I like kind of darker things. And so we also have these blood tooth mushrooms throughout. They came from the Halloween event. They were a pretty easy drop from that event. And these are little Ashlander trees. They came from Stone Falls, the home goods furnishing. So just be aware you have a lot of great stuff in those home goods furnishing, and some really basic pieces too that you can build onto. Check that out. And we have Herbert. Hey, Herbert. Oh, he's going back in. He's a little shy. He came from the Halloween pack. You do not have to name him Herbert. But I just love Halloween, so that was a perfect pack for me. I know a lot of people really desired the Christmas pack, and it was very cute with all the little ice sculptures. And oh, we know who this guy is, right? Well, if you don't, check out that Sigic quest line. It is great. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but it is a collectible furnishing, which means I can place it in every single house. And I plan to do so. Little Easter egg in all my houses. So here we have another Halloween piece. These were really easy to get a hold of. They make for really cool pieces. You can put candles in the middle. I've done a lot of different things with them. More Bluetooth cluster mushrooms. And looks like the rain let up. Yay! It's gonna be a beautiful day in Vardenfell. So we have this weird stone here. It is a Daggerfall achievement piece. As I said, I really favor achievement pieces. They show how accomplished you are. And as for the home goods go, please make sure you check them out in every zone and make you're familiar with them, because if you try to buy them in a guild store, a lot of people hike up those prices. I don't know if they do it because a lot of people don't have the DLCs and they bring them over, but I've even seen places that are from the regular base game pieces, and I just don't think that's fair, because a lot of newer players might fall into the whole idea that they see this piece and they don't think they can get anywhere else, and they can, and it's usually very affordable. So just keep that in mind. We also have this wedding wall back here. It's a really nice accent piece. You can build a lot of really cool things with it. I've just close that off. There is a boulder back there. You can go back a little bit further. And see, this is what I was talking about with the bark, with these clockwork trees, how they shimmer and shine. They just glisten, and it's a really great piece to make your garden shimmer and have that glittery look during the day as well at night. Also, something I'd like to point out here, these windows, beautiful artwork. The artists have done such great work throughout these houses. I like to feature a lot of that and spotlight it, and we'll see that throughout. So it's become a beautiful day. Look how it's just amazing, the difference between night and day. I wish I had a night and day tool for these houses, but we're just going to take a moment to take all this in, because as I said, this house looks extremely different from night and day. It is a complete different feel and look to it. So now that it's really bright out here, we'll get a good look at it. And I won't go back up there because we're going to go into the house. And when we go into the house, I'm going to go into third person. The overgrowth from the abandonment of this house has kind of become out of control, but the vampires like to keep it that way so that people don't bother them. See? And I didn't point this out outside, and I should have. We'll go down here and see this a little bit more. See these petals falling? Those are from all these pink gestures trees here that I've put throughout the house. The Gestures Festival is coming up, so I encourage everybody to get that achievement. And the smaller trees are only 10,000, and then you have 25,000 for the large trees. And they're a great animated piece that drops these petals for a very romantic and dreamy feel to your house. Again, with this tree, and here's the book. You couldn't see it outside. I'd sunk it down. You can't read it, but it's still a nice feature. They've brought a lot of furnishings in that have some really great animation and special effects and uniqueness about them. So the reason why I originally bought this house were these built-ins. I did not put these shelves in here. They are built in. I think that's a really cool feature. As I said, I like to spotlight it and feature stuff they've already put into the house. And right here are these statues. They came from ESO Plus. They're a free little furnishing piece that they gave us for being an ESO Plus member. If you are not and you want to decorate or craft at all, it's almost essential to this game. So I encourage you to check out ESO Plus. And you support the community and the game. Keep Tamriel going forever. So here we have a coffin here that came from the World Furnishings. And these are pretty easy to get. You just have to have the vampire skill line. As I said, check out those achievement furnishings, but the world achievement furnishing has a lot of different pieces, and there is a lid to go with this as well. And we also have this Eleanor wedge sarcophagus piece. I did make this, so this is a Somerset piece that you can get a blueprint for. And these lightings, this is just a Indril candelabra. I love lighting. You need lighting in this game. Almost every house in the game, pretty much every house, is completely dark. And here is a great example of where I've featured some of the natural art in this house, this window. I love the look of it. It does look a little bit different during the day and night. So when we come in here in the night video, you're going to see a little bit of a difference. Not as much light coming through. There's like more of a purple glow right now. And again, we're going to go through here and to this next room. And I have this orcish coffin here. It's a little bit more elegant than the rest of the coffins throughout the house. So it reminds me of a valiant warrior's death. It's probably one of the big vampires in this clan here. And again, I featured these beautiful kind of stained glass windows. And the brick here, let's get a good look at this brick. As I said, I really enjoy the aesthetics of this game. Go through here, and we have a kitchen over here. I've left everything in this house very basic furniture wise because it is vampires, and I didn't think that they needed a lot of furniture. So we have fire here. Ooh, an altar for sacrificing. That's a little scary, right? But it looks clean, so it looks like we haven't been sacrificing lately. This is the altar of the divines. It was a luxury furnishing piece. I don't remember the exact price, but it was a little pricey. And we have some red ferns here. They are from a Home Goods Furnishing. Very easy to get a hold of. So just adds a little pop and color. There's not as much colorful plants as I'd like. I'd like to see more flowers and colors. You do have an area a little bit over in here that you could build on and do more with. And this whole platform here, I've just put overgrowth, but this is actually pretty big. So you can build into it and do a lot of really cool stuff. And I have done this on purpose. This is not a sloppy job. I've created this. This is one of the instances I'm actually thankful the ivy doesn't lay flat. And then it gives a nice textured kind of immersive feel to going up the stairs. Again, you have that beautiful brick right there. Mud and brick, I guess. And then through here, again, the built-in shelves. These features, just so wonderful. I'm so thankful for those. Home Good Furnishings plants again. And you can see how the light's coming through these windows. It will not look that way at night. You have the coffins here. These are orcish. They are separate pieces. If you come around, you can kind of see how I have this one off a little bit. And then this one's completely closed. I've seen people do some really cool stuff with the lid of this, or even the bottom. You can sink them into walls, make them a statue. They're really versatile. So we're going to go out the store here, check out the balcony. The balcony here was very nice and natural. You get great views from all your balconies. Again, the fixed scenery. Get your delve over there. And you can see what I'm talking about. Now it's raining again, so we're not going to get the same shimmer and glisten as I was hoping for up here. Can't control the weather, right? But you kind of get it over here. Look at all of this blue. So I used, I think, probably at least one of every clockwork tree here. So you can see the differences right here of the different colors and textures that come out those clockwork plants. I hope that you really enjoyed this house as much I enjoyed showing it to you and decorating it, and I know that Convenience with Nature enjoyed this tour as well. I encourage you to come back. We're going to do a second part to this video. It's going to be a nighttime tour just to show the differences of the conservatory pieces that are in the house itself, because each house does have different features in night and day. So you should check them out. You can't control it. You have to wait around for it. I'm not sure if they have it off and on PC. If they do, great going. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us, and just keep decorating. Thanks. Have a nice evening.